time, the top two players in total points will face off in the conference or NBA Finals. First time it's happened in 10 years. Here was Stephen A. on what is at stake, in particular for Edwards.
When you got a cat like Ant-Man potentially getting to the NBA Finals, that changes it because that's the new blood you want to see. And so even though he said he wasn't interested in being a face, here's the bottom line. His game doesn't tell us that. His attitude on the basketball court doesn't tell us that. The combination of the two forces us to say we don't give a damn whether you want it or not. You gonna have it if you deliver.
So there's two conversations that sort of stem from what Stephen A. is talking about. There's the face of the league thing, which we touched on earlier this morning. And that gets into a lot of complicated gray area. Is someone the most marketable? All that. So let's put that aside. If you're a basketball fan, what the heck do you care about that? Let's talk about who's the best player in the league. You're a player. You know how the guys think in the league. If the winner of this series, if Anthony Edwards or SGA will be the MVP, Ant-Man has been coming for a while. If the winner of this series wins the championship, will the guys in the league recognize the winner as the best player in the NBA?
You have to. You have to. Like, these guys are 23 and 26. If they can go to the mountaintop at this age, especially with SGA already going to be an MVP, MVP is the most valuable player of the NBA. That means he's the best player of the league. Like, we talk about Jokic, but this guy, what he has done with this team at that age is super impressive. And you can say the same thing about Ant at 23. Being able to get guys to buy in, like, you just don't see that anymore in the NBA. I agree. Whoever wins this series is the best player. Whoever wins the championship is the best player.
Yeah, I think they have to win the title. I think the winner of this has to win the title. If you win the title, if you're Anthony Edwards or you're Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, it's your league, at least for the moment.
I think what Stephen A. said at the end there is the part that I get. It's the fresh face, the new blood that we're looking for, because this has been a league dominated by LeBron James and Steph Curry for many years. It has sort of been the same characters, and they are getting older, and you need to know, what's the next generation? Who are they? Who's it going to be? Victor Wembanyama could be there soon. Yeah. But Anthony Edwards, you got to keep reminding that he is 23 years old. He's going to be in this league for a long time. If he starts now, and he's already catching our attention. And by the way, he's also putting pelts up on the wall of some of the greats.
He started already,
right?
He's
already started.
Yeah.
Like, that's when, if he can win a championship, and the way he plays, that little reminder of Michael Jordan from years ago, the way he moves, yeah, I think it elevates him to box office where now everybody wants to watch him.
Let's get to the really important piece of this. Who's going to win? Put up 8-12, if you will, please, because as I've been constantly pointing out since yesterday morning, and this surprises me, at ESPN Bet Sportsbook, this is a one-sided affair. The Thunder are minus 300 to win Game 1. They're minus 340 to win the series. As I ask you guys who you think is going to win, I am surprised that it is as one-sided as it is. And I guess they're looking at the season that OKC had. Minnesota just stampeded through the Lakers and then the Warriors. Now, granted, the Warriors are playing without Steph, and that changed everything. Who do you think is going to win?
I'm very surprised that the spread is that high. Like I would feel a little bit better if it was maybe 60-40, but this is like 80-20. It's like they're almost giving them no chance at all.
And you're picking Minnesota. Tell me why.
I have to pick Minnesota. I have to pick Ant Edwards. Like what he's done and what the level of Julius Randle and what he's had these guys to buy in. And Coach Finchie, like, it's just been crazy to watch this team be so successful against other teams with different cores, right? Like, they're matching up with everyone. Their defensive prowess is there. Everybody's scoring. They're playing like a team, and they're having fun and talking trash while they're doing it. I have to go with Minnesota.
They have found their identity from last year, the toughness defensively and everything. And, you know, Finch can make adjustments, but I am picking the Thunder in 7 because, again, I think this is a better matchup than what Vegas thinks. These two teams are almost mirror images of each other when it comes to length and depth and defense, all the things that can mess you up when your offense mess your offense up. But I am looking at one area, which is why I'm favoring the Thunder, and that is turnovers and points off turnovers. Minnesota struggles with turnovers. They have a couple of guys that Edwards turns the ball over, and so does Randall, and the Thunder make you pay. They're getting almost 25 points a game off turnovers in the playoffs. That's up from their league-leading 21 a game. So their defense has gotten even better. And if you turn the ball over, they make you pay. That could be the difference in the series.
For those who don't pay close attention maybe to the Thunder or to the regular season, they hang their hat on their defense. If you look at basically every meaningful defensive category in the statistics of the NBA in the regular season, number one. So that's what they do. I've watched I was calling this the OKC Invitational most of the year. Watching Minnesota these first 2 rounds, I'm buying in 100%.
And the way Denver took the Thunder to 7
That's what I mean.
also says something.
The Nuggets fired their coach with 3 games left in the season. They went to a game 7 with OKC.
They didn't play great either.
And
They didn't play great at all. And they force-fed Jokic.
Yeah.
Like, this team in Minnesota presents a different problem. They have guys that can get it at 3 levels, and that's the part that I love. Julius Randle, if he continues to play at that level, being able to rebound,
X-factor in the series,
get the
right?
ball to open shot. Come on,
No doubt.
I think Minnesota's the best team left in these playoffs. Now let's go to the is 23 years old. And then you have SGA, who is going to be named the MVP of the league at some point here, any minute. Not sure exactly what the delay is on that, but he's the MVP. He's 26. Could one argue, Alan, that whoever it is that emerges from this and goes on to the finals, if they win the championship, that guy becomes the guy in the league?
Yeah, the guy. Let's not do the face of the league thing, though, because the face of the league thing is a whole other conversation that does.
What does that mean?
Face of the league is like LeBron James. It's the brand. It's everybody in the country, even people who don't follow basketball, knows who this guy is and wants to know more
You don't
about
think
him.
Ant-Man could be that if he wins a championship?
He doesn't want that, and if he doesn't want that, he's not going to be the guy that wants to be the brand. So you leave him alone. Now, does it mean, though, that he becomes the next one when it comes to stars in this league? I think it does. I think for him and what he's done at such a young age and in the compelling way he does it, I think that's the thing that really starts to elevate him into the status of the elite players in the league. And by the way, him doing it while also really reminding us physically of Michael Jordan, there is something special to that, Marcus. So I do think this is a huge series for him when it comes to that.
Look, you guys know. The players in the league know who the guy is, right? If Anthony, let's use him to start. We'll get to SGA, but let's use him to start. And it says they're win West. I think I would take it a step farther. They got to win the title. If Anthony Edwards leads the Timberwolves to a championship, will the guys in the NBA say, yep, he's the guy. He's the next great one?
To be honest, I think they're already saying that. Like, his resume up until now, right, of the guys he's eliminated in the playoffs, and it's bigger than SGA. Let's be clear.
Take a look at it. He's going to put it up for you right now. 820.
Look at
So, like, to me, like, I think he's already the guy. This steps just cements him, like, as the best player in the league, but I don't think it's the face of the NBA.
What'd you call in our meeting this morning?
When I said that you have to be the leader of the new school.
There you
right?
go.
Like, I feel like he's the leader of new school, but it takes time to be the face of the league, right? Like, you have to be in a certain brand. Like you said, your brand have to be a certain place. You have to be in a certain
I got to tell you, I feel like every time I watch a game, there's an Anthony Edwards commercial on, Mark. I mean, I feel like he is the brand we're talking about. He has everything you need to be. He has the charisma. He has the attitude. He has the swagger. I kind of like the idea of him saying, I don't want to be the face. You know what? Most people who say they don't want to be the face